It is very easy to forget how much of a difference one person can make.
Hi, I'm George Kunart and welcome back to Wheaton InFocus. Wheaton students get involved in all sorts of projects, on campus and off. 2 students spent the summer organizing the National Summit on Service and then brought that campaign back to Wheaton. They connected the national organization to the college's Season of Service program, which involved more than 250 Wheaton students in volunteer projects. Let's take a closer look.
Well, the idea behind ServiceNation is to create a new nation of service.
It's all about mobilizing the country towards volunteerism and service.
What we did over the summer as interns for Be the Change, Inc., which is one of the organizations that kind of spearheaded the ServiceNation campaign, is our particular project was working on what was called the ServiceNation Summit in New York City, commencing with a presidential candidates forum. Had McCain and Obama come and talk about what their commitments to service would be.
McCain and Obama both are huge advocates for service. It was really so inspirational at the presidential candidates forum to see both of them talk about service in the same terms, like they were using the same passion was there.
The moment when I kind of decided I wanted to do a year or 2 of postgraduate service was directly after the ServiceNation Summit in New York City. I was watching, I think, Mayor Bloomberg of New York City speak, and it was just kind of a moment of inspiration, and I was like, I need to do a year of service after I graduate. So it definitely personally affected me just in how inspirational it was.
We're taking all of our first year class out into the community for an orientation to the Greater Norton metropolitan area.
We already have an institution on campus called the Office of Service, Spirituality, and Social Responsibility, and they collaborated with us on the Day of Action last Saturday.
What we're doing right now is called the Season of Service project. It's something that all the first year seminars do. It's just a class of first year students that get together for the semester and learn about Wheaton, do an academic course together, and also do the service project.
So they work with any one of a number of local social service agencies and do community service projects.
Their whole kind of mantra is to help promote a spirit of volunteerism at Wheaton and get more students involved in service opportunities.
There's something about service that when you do it and you see how much good you do for people and how much good it does for yourself. Personally, in my entire life, I never feel as good about myself as I do when I'm serving.
We had a Day of Action in Balfour. We talked about service in ServiceNation and the main ideas behind the campaign, and then we had planned a lot of students to go out into the Wheaton community and do a lot of volunteer work in local parks and on the Wheaton campus, as well as with local children who belong to the ARC of Northern Bristol County.
We work on mobilizing people on the ground, regular citizens, to get involved in their communities, volunteer, participate in things like Teacher America, AmeriCorps, and City Year, things like that.
The whole Season of Service idea is to introduce students to this kind of movement, I guess, and sort of attempt to create a new passion for service.
Everything you do for other people affects what those people are, what those people will become. So you have to look inside yourself and ask yourself, what kind of influence do you want to be on other people? People may forget like what you say, what you give, or what you do even, but people will never forget how you make them feel.
What we believe in ServiceNation is that once you've tried service, once you've experienced what it's like to give back to others, then it kind of flips on some sort of justice switch that doesn't really ever go off.